playing as a unit. Carolina has back-to-back 2 good games. Obviously we struggled from three-point land. We want to continue to shoot, but we want our shooters to get in the gym and work on their game. It's nice to have JaMeisha back. She scored 9 points in 8 minutes, and she still is not really ready yet, doesn't have her legs under her. So that's a nice addition to have on the court as a calming force when we're working with some of our young guards, getting them ready, to really get in the heat of battle coming up in January. This is a good back-to-back win for us. We needed it. We need to get our confidence. We know that we're getting back to go on the road, and it's going to be some tough games again. But we're trying to really work hard in practice and deal with adversity as far as, anything that can happen in the game. We know that we need to take care of the basketball more, make better decisions, and it just comes with them valuing the basketball and, us improving every day.
Coach, real quick, just how'd you learn that JaMeisha was going to be able to play tonight, and what was your reaction to that?
Well, obviously we waited to get the release from the doctor before we released it, to the public, but we knew that she would be a great addition for us. And, I'm not really good, I'm lucky, and, you're blessed by having a player like that with that caliber coming back to your team. We weren't really ready for the blow, losing Gia and Misha on the same year. We thought that we would have JaMeisha to get the young kids ready and run the point for us for a little bit, and we may still do that with her and put her at the 1. And, it just really depends on how Adesulu Collins does. Right now, she's handling it. We can put her at the 2, and then maybe move Bailey Odell to our 3. So it just gives us more options.
How much did you want to use JaMeisha tonight, and did she kind of exceed what your expectations were?
Well, obviously we wanted to get her in and get the dust off of her, because she was in semi-retirement. And, it was just the perfect amount of time just to get her used to it and comfortable. We didn't want to throw her in when we go on the road and, be under fire. So I'm sure it was nice for our fans to see her play. Now she has her confidence. Whenever you can, just play those 9 minutes and have 9 points. What's going to happen when she plays, 38 minutes, or, we can go a little bit longer with her. It's just great production.
Gotcha. And JaMeisha, kind of just, what was it like to be back out there?
It's an amazing feeling because, without basketball, it's really nothing to do. It's all I thought about was playing basketball the whole time I was away from basketball. So just to be back, it's a really great feeling. It's a blessing.
Yeah, have you been out of practice entirely, just not?
Yeah, I haven't been doing anything but interning and going to school and studying. So it's great to be back.
Was it a tough adjustment to be back out there and adjust to the speed and pace of the game?
Not really the speed. It's just my legs are weak, and trying to get back into the shape, into the flow of things. That's about it.
How did hitting those first couple shots, what was that feeling like for you? Did it feel like you were recapturing something from before?
It was like a weight off of my back because it was a mental thing for me. Just because the whole time I'm shooting, I was thinking about, I have to make the shot. And then when I made one shot, it's just like, okay, I can make a shot. So they just started flowing.
From what you've been told, what's kind of your potential for the amount you can play? Obviously, you're still limited, but, how much would you like to be able to play as the year goes on?
As much as I can, as much as the coach allowed me, as much as she wants me to. There's no limits.
Gotcha. Real quick, Caroline, this is actually the most points that I think Robin Harmony team has ever scored at Lamar with 95. For you guys tonight, how are you able to turn your defense into offense?
Well, with our press, it's definitely it's called badgering. We actually try to badger people. So with the traps and stuff, we just have people getting steals, and basically that's how we get the points.
Gotcha. Real quick, Coach, what kind of teachable moments were there in terms of things that you can identify and then improve upon from tonight's game?
Well, we're still trying to work on our quarter-court defense. We're trying to make sure that we don't let someone take us off the first dribble. We want to make them have a counter move. We want to limit them to one shot and box off. There's times when we have 4 people boxing and one doesn't, and it comes up where they get the ball. So we want to straighten out our quarter-court defense. We know that we have havoc full court, but, we do all that work, and then we come back and have 15 seconds left, and we have a breakdown. And we're talented enough to be good defenders in the quarter-court. So we really want to work on our defense. Now, offensively, we have been struggling, but offensively, it's just so mental. You know, they have to get in the gym, they have to get shots up, you have to shoot when you're tired, you know, and you just have to put the extra work into it. And, you know, normally you don't know us shooting from the outside like we are, you know, because last year's team could just nail any three. We would relish having someone play us in a zone. And they played us in the zone the whole entire game, and that's usually what we do really well on. You know, but we got tentative. We started thinking about it. You know, so we have to work on our outside shooting. We have to take care of the basketball. And, you know, if we're going to score in a zone, you got to go inside out. You know, but you have to hit some outside shots, too, to open it up for the post. So it's just taking care of our quarter court defense and really putting the ball down, because we just don't think that we shoot well as a team right now.
I don't want to pick on her because I know she's a freshman, but is it to piggyback off that, is it one of the deals with Bailey where you just want to have her continue to shoot even though her shot maybe won't be there?
Absolutely. She's the one after practice shooting. She's the one coming in at 7 o'clock in the morning and shooting by herself. And it's just a mental thing. We don't want her to even think about the last shot. You know, but now she's starting to question herself. So she's going to have to get out of her own head. No one has told her to stop shooting. And actually, it was like last year when Shauna wouldn't shoot. We used to kind of take her out that she doesn't want to shoot. It's going to get to that point that, shoot, even if she misses, she's so close to making the shot that we get the rebound and we put it back in. Our post will clean it up. You know, so we just have to let her know it's no big deal. Just shoot, shoot, shoot. And, you know, it's not to that point, but you can see sometimes in her face. Her problem is that she's a perfectionist. She thinks she has to do everything perfect, whether it's academics, on the court. And, you know, basketball is a game of mistakes. It's making the least amount of mistakes. But, you know, she is a freshman. And she started out really well, and now she's starting to let it creep into her head. So she just can't be like that. So it's our job as coaches to get her out of her funk, and, you know, it's her job to come in and shoot and shoot. If you shoot 500 shots, you don't worry. You just come in with confidence. Like, when you shoot the ball, you have to say, this is my shot. I think she's getting ready to shoot the ball, like, oh, I don't really want to shoot this. Oh, no. And then she puts doubt in there.
You guys have 9 days off between games. How do you stay fresh?
Well, I mean, we're getting ready for finals. So obviously it's important for us to be student athletes right now and make sure that we take care of our business academically. We got to give them a day or two off to study, but we don't want to, you know, give them too much time off that they think that, okay, now we have a lot of time and we can spend it sleeping and resting, when we want to keep them in a routine of having practice, lighter practice, quicker practice, just to keep them kind of focused. Because it's really important that we keep our GPA up as a team. And it's something that, yeah, we won a lot of games last year. We won a championship. But you have to remember that we had a 3.2 GPA as a team. And we don't want anybody to fall asleep on us on the academic side. It's something that we take a lot of pride in. And, you know, it's just a matter of when you're at practice, you should want to come in there and drop all your troubles at the door as far as when it comes to academics, what papers you have, what tests you have to study for, and get a good 2-hour workout and then pick it back up. But it's just a matter of being in the routine and staying focused. And, you know, the best part is they just have to be really suck it up and be tough, because as soon as this finals was over, we almost go a month and a half where we have no school and they get to concentrate on basketball. And then as a coaching staff, we can put in more materials that we want to put in. And, you know, so it's no big deal. These kids are mentally tough. They can take 9 days. They can finish what they've come this long haul for. It started in August academically, and they just have to finish strong.
We good?
Okay?
Was that